Man Utd goalkeeper Andre Onana had a go at Harry Maguire in the friendly defeat to Borussia Dortmund. Cast your mind back to just the second week of the Premier League season. Manchester United had already lost their opening game under Erik ten Hag to Brighton, and now they're 1-0 down at Brentford 18 minutes into the second. It was at this point that the manager's new directive became completely untenable. David de Gea played a silly pass to a surrounded Christian Eriksen, who had been given no warning about the player closing in behind him, who won the ball and then doubled the lead. The campaign was only 108 minutes old, but already it was abundantly clear that United were not capable to build up from the back under pressure like Ten Hag wanted, as his Ajax teams had done with such success. The Dutchman was pragmatic and quickly abandoned that approach to try and minimize the risk of De Gea's dreadful distribution and that of his untechnical midfielder pair of Fred and Scott McTominay. A more direct style of play was implemented, and Casemiro was brought in to form a dynamic duo with Eriksen. It was to Ten Hag's immense credit that he quickly identified the shortcomings of his squad and was humble enough to steer away from his ideal football to the betterment of the side. United steadily improved and enjoyed a very good season, winning a trophy and securing Champions League football. But it was not good enough, with Ten Hag the first to make that clear. United's weaknesses still proved costly and heavy. Embarrassing defeats were suffered at the hands of great rivals. A whole lot more improvement was needed and looks to have been achieved in the transfer window. Mason Mount has been brought in to bring more tactical awareness, quality passing and energy to the middle, while also adding more strength in depth. Rasmus Højlund should soon be secured to finally add a striker to the ranks. But most crucial of all has been the swap in goal. It took the club a worryingly long time to reach the decision, but they finally made the correct one and allowed David de Gea to leave upon the expiration of his contract. The Spaniard had been a great servant for 12 years, but the game had simply passed him by. In a world where goalkeepers who can press high and are comfortable on the ball are essential to elite teams, de Gea does not fit in. In his place came the perfect replacement. Andre Onana played 145 times for Ten Hag at Ajax and knows exactly what's required of him to make his system work. His confidence off his line will eventually implant trust in his defense to press up higher, which will allow the whole team to move up the pitch and should revolutionize how United play. The fact Onana is already familiar with Lisandro Martinez should help things run smoothly, but there are bound to be teething problems as United adapt to a more progressive system. We saw as much in the defeat to Borussia Dortmund, in which Harry Maguire played a sloppy pass to Onana, which led to the goalkeeper having to face down 2 shots in quick succession. These sorts of scenarios are going to happen when playing a riskier game, but Onana's reaction should thrill every stakeholder of United. Despite making just his second appearance at his new club, the 27-year-old had no qualms whatsoever about laying down the law to one of the senior squad members and berating him for his mistake. Ten Hag is all about setting high standards, even in friendlies, and it's an attitude that is clearly shared by Onana. This sort of scrutiny of errors from the goalkeeper can only ensure that everyone gets on their game quicker and knows what they have to do to make the system work. He has to be ready, because when I'm on the ball I demand to everyone a lot. I start with myself because we are in this together, Onana told MUTV after the match. Mistakes come, but we don't have to be afraid to make mistakes because this is a part of life and we learn from the mistakes. We have to be very critical with ourselves. If we want to win prizes, we have to demand a lot. It's a big honor to be here and I'm very happy to work with these guys. Harry is a fantastic player, so we will move on. That is an excellent view to take and is encouraging to hear from the man who will be key to United's potential success this season. Goalkeepers and defenders can't play so close to the edge without falling off every now and then. It's about minimizing mistakes as much as possible, and to that concentration and standards must be high. Onana acted and spoke like a leader, and he's only been at the club about a week. If he continues to marshal his teammates in such a fashion, then the season is looking bright.